Many thought it would arrive on Saturday afternoon, with a top 15 matchup between number 9 Notre Dame and number 14 NC State. After all, the Wolfpack were owners of 6 consecutive wins, the last 2 coming in conference play by double digits. Dave Doran's team touted the number 6 rushing defense nationally and a balanced offense averaging 35.4 points per game. It was uncomfortably cold, with a wind chill of 33 trucking degrees at kickoff. NC State, 6-2, was healthy, rested and prepared, the result of a well-placed mid-season bye week. Surely, this week, after winning the previous 5 games by an average of 28.4 points, Notre Dame would finally be tested. Adversity would hit. Would the Irish hit back? I would be totally okay beating the rest of the teams by a lot of points, senior linebacker Greer Martini said with a smirk on Wednesday. But I think definitely as a competitor we want a close game, and we're ready for that close game. And when it comes I think we're going to be able to dominate that type of situation. On Saturday, in a 35-14 Irish victory, it was close until it wasn't. For the first time since Notre Dame trailed Boston College 3-0 on September 16, the Irish didn't score first. For the second consecutive season North Carolina State blocked a Tyler Newsome punt and returned it for the game's first touchdown. Notre Dame trailed 7-0, then 14-7. This time last year, the Irish would have crumbled like saltine crackers in a soup. On Saturday, like Martini said, Notre Dame, 7-1, was ready, and it dominated the situation. When you get a punt block, it has a tendency to really affect your football team, Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly said. Our guys never flinched. It was as if nothing ever occurred other than, let's get back out on the field and get back to work. That's hard to build. It took us a long time to get to that, and our guys just have that never flinch, keep playing, one play at a time attitude, and the cumulative effect of that is what you saw today. Instead of flinching, Notre Dame rushed for 318 yards and 5.9 yards per carry against a defense that allowed an average of 91.3 rushing yards in its first 7 games. Instead of flinching, junior captain Josh Adams ripped off his second 200-yard rushing game of the season, trucking his way to 202 yards and a runaway 77-yard touchdown. In 8 games this season, Adams has 8 runs of 59 yards or more. In the 13 seasons prior, Notre Dame's program had, you guessed it, 8 runs of 59 yards or more. Instead of flinching, the Irish snapped a streak. NC State quarterback Ryan Finley, who had thrown 339 consecutive passes without an interception, lofted a ball towards the sideline that cornerback Julian Love jumped in front of, then carried behind a cavalcade of blockers 69 yards into the end zone. It was Notre Dame's 18th forced turnover in 8 games, 4 more than the Irish managed all of last season. Instead of flinching, Notre Dame tight end Durham Smythe and wide receiver Kevin Stepherson dragged their tippy toes in bounds for back-to-back acrobatic catches, the latter being an 11-yard touchdown. The distributor of those passes, junior quarterback Brandon Wimbush, completed 10 of 19 passes for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns, while tacking on 21 rushing yards. It was his 4th consecutive game without an interception.